TIAA is on a mission. Why? Because 54% of Black Americans don't have enough savings to retire. So in collaboration with big-name artists like Wyclef Jean, TIAA released Paper Right, new music inspiring a new financial future. With 100% of streaming sales going to a nonprofit that teaches students how to invest. Stream Paper Right now and help close the gap.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into KNOW Waco. I am your host, Debbie, here to help you get in the know about Waco. It's finally the month of May, so we have some upcoming exciting events and activities that are going to be happening. And today, I'm going to be sharing a few with you. Up first, of course, we have the Slapsticks Improv Comedy Show happening here at the Rogue Media Studios on May 1st from 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. Rogue Media Network and Slapsticks Comedy Club are joining forces to bring laughter back to Waco. You can come see Paul Catalina, Amber Bolden, Mike McBride, and Kevin Gritton on stage with one goal in mind: to make you laugh. This will be an adult-themed show, so if you're familiar with the card game Cards Against Humanity, then you have a good idea of what to expect. Tickets are going to be $20 and you can purchase them online or at the door. Up next, it's the Nacho Daddy Car and Motorcycle Show and Concert happening on Saturday, May 1st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Exchange Center. It's time for the Greater Hewitt Chambers Nacho Daddy Car and Motorcycle Show presented by HEB Woodway. Join in for live music and a car and bike show, and for some fun, food, and music. This event is BYOB. Lawn chairs, picnic blankets, and leash pets are welcome. Admission is free, and a cash and/or canned food donation for Hunger-Free MISD are encouraged and very much so welcomed. Food truck costs will apply, and a portion of the event proceeds will go to benefit Hunger-Free MISD. Up next, it's the Waco Gym and Mineral Show happening on Saturday, May 1st from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. happening at the Richland Mall. Join the Richland Mall for the 61st Annual Waco and Mineral Show in the former Beals or Gorman's location. The show will feature the hobby enthusiasts, the public, and the professionals all under one roof. This show is open to all ages and is fun for the entire family. Tickets are $5 per adult and kids are only $1. Up next, it's the Mother and Daughter Brunch happening at the Carleen Bright Arboretum on Saturday, May 1st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can join the Carleen Bright Arboretum for their Mother and Daughter Brunch, and you'll have a ton of fun for all ages. Included with your ticket is brunch, nightlight donuts, Pops Lemonade, Paul Childers Live, face painting, crafts, and more. Come dressed in your Sunday best and get ready for some live music, delicious food, and family fun activities. It's $30 tickets for adults and $20 for kids 8 and under. Up next is the Kentucky Derby Dinner and Watch Party happening on Saturday, May 1st from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Hall at River Square. It's off to the races. You can join Diamondbacks for a 5-course dinner and race viewing party. Don't forget a festive fascinator for a formal night of jockeys, juleps, and joy. Tickets are $110 per person, and 1 mint julep comes included. All other alcohol is excluded. Mint julep cocktails at 4:30 p.m. The race viewing begins at 5 p.m. and dinner promptly after the race at 5:30 p.m. You can get a reservation today by calling 254-749-0460. Up next, it's Cinco de Mayo. The women of Waco will be hosting a Cinco de Mayo happy hour at the Bear Arms Brewery. This will be hosted for the women of Waco, so ladies, listen up. For the first time ever, the Women of Waco is hosting a Cinco de Mayo happy hour. You can bring your spouse or your favorite friends to Bear Arm Brewery for light snacks, locally made cervezas, and vino as they celebrate Cinco de Mayo together. They will be there from 5 to 7, so stop by for a drink or stay the entire time. Plus, just RSVP today to let them know if they'll see you there. Up next, it's One Hot Music Festival. That's right, on Friday, May 7th from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Extra Grove Event Center, it's going to be Hot Music Fest. One Hot Music Fest is an outdoor celebration of music that makes Texas great. The gates to what will become Central Texas's best party of the spring open at 6 p.m. nightly, and the first performer takes the stage at 7 p.m. On Friday, May 7th, Sellout album, released Cole Wetzel, brings a strong mixture of Southern rock energy and East Texas charm to the stage. On Saturday, May 8th, the Comeback Down singers of the Flatland Cavalry will get the night started right with their easy on the ears, heavy on the heart sounds, and a fan favorite, Petty Heart, to the Be Loved by You singer Parker McCollum as he hits the stage to close out the night. On Sunday, May 9th, the sounds of Tejano music will fill the air at the Exco Event Center, and bands performing will be named soon. Tickets range from anywhere to $40 to $100 per person per night. Next is the Meals on Wheels Wild Waco Game Dinner happening on May 8th from 5:30 to 10 p.m. The game may have started out as wild, but by the time the chefs have worked their culinary magic, the food will please the most refined palates. Please join Meals on Wheels as they host the second biennial Wild Game Dinner to raise funds to help Meals on Wheels Waco wipe out the waitlist. Feast on venison medallions, wild salmon, and so much more. In addition to dinner, they will host an auction and guests will be boot-scooing to Michael Hicks and the classics. Don't let this opportunity to sample some of the most exotic food this side of the Atlantic pass you by. They don't do this every year after all, and seats are limited, so they definitely hope to see you there. Waco Jazz Orchestra Beauty and the Brass is featuring Calabria Foti and Bob Chesney on May 8th from 7:30 to 10 p.m. at the Hippodrome. The Waco Jazz Orchestra welcomes award-winning phenomenal guests, artists Calabria Foti and Bob McChesney for a memorable night of jazz music. This event is WJO's annual fundraising event for MCC Music Student Scholarships. Net proceeds from the ticket sales help support WJO, the monthly CTJS Jazz Jam, Jazz Scholarships, and McLennan Community College, as well as other jazz activities funded through tax-exempt Central Texas Jazz Society. The doors to the Hippodrome open at 6:30 p.m., and this is an event you definitely don't want to miss. It's a night with Holly Tucker on May 8th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Lee Lockwood Library Museum. Hit up the Lee Lockwood Library Museum for a night with Holly Tucker. All proceeds benefit the Library Museum, and you get to hear a live show, from Holly Tucker, opened by the KCD Band. It's $10 in advance or $15 at the door, and for $25 you get VIP tickets. That includes the meet and greet, 2 beer and wine tickets, a photo op, as well as autographed CDs. Next is the Waco Town Chalk Walk happening on Sunday, May 8th through 9th. Up next is the Waco Chalk Walk happening on the weekend of May 8th through 9th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Imagine Austin Avenue as a carpet of vibrant chalk art and a playground for the senses, with the street lined with your favorite local vendors. Creative Waco is partnering with Eastside Market, Lula Bells, and the Downtown Waco Farmers Market to take over 3 blocks on Austin Avenue to bolster 2 sectors that we want to see thrive again in our community, the arts and small businesses. This 2-day event will celebrate the creativity and resilience of our community. The Waco Chalk Walk weekend will feature chalk murals created by local artists representing local businesses within McLennan County and a 2-day market. So bring the whole family out to marvel at the amazing chalk artworks and support local vendors. Food trucks and shops around downtown Waco will all be lined up. And, of course, this is a free event. But, of course, you're going to want to spend your money at the vendors and, of course, the food trucks. Next, it's Schitt's Creek Trivia with the Brazos Theater, happening on May 21st at 7:30 p.m. Stop acting like a disgruntled pelican and get yourself ready for a game of trivia about all things Schitt's Creek. We will fold in all the fun questions to see if you know your shit. Creek. Grab your team together and get your table reserved now by clicking on their link in their bio, as well as checking out their website. Limited seats are available, so book your spot soon. And as always, fun prizes will be given away all night long. On May 21st, you can drink beer and save the turtles. That's right, come join the fine folks of Cameron Park Zoo and let them introduce you to their live turtle friends. Enjoy Brotherwell brews as well as the Zero Turtle Extinctions in the 21st Century group. A portion of the proceeds from every pint will go towards turtle conservation, and the TSA will be on site with drink beer, Save Turtles merchandise for your consideration. So you can learn more about the TSA right here in Texas. So definitely head over to Brotherwell Brewing to find out more about the AAZK and more about Cameron Park Zoo. Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast. This is your host, Debbie, signing off. Now that you know, go! Just go, Waco!
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.